Wow, I'm craving this.
Ooh.
What if the world had more of your smile?
Hannah, look! This sticker's up in
Best
here.
donuts I've ever had.
Yeah.
The best.
If your sweetness could reach everyone, there'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing.
I just got back from Amazing Savings. It's a store that we have locally here that sells all sorts of things, and I have a bunch of Hanukkah decorations, and this is what I got. So this is, I want to put into my kitchen, just have it, you know, displayed with other, like maybe dreidels all around it. This is like a banner that says Happy Hanukkah. Maybe I'll put it by the fireplace, I'm not really sure, by a window. I saw these cookie cutters also. I want to make cookies with the kids, so I'll probably do that. We have these honeycomb centerpieces. I thought they were adorable, so I want to use that. This, I was thinking, instead of putting them on the windows, I'll put them on the fridge or maybe even on my kitchen window. They look really cute and festive as well. I also found these canvases in the store. I thought this was so cute to actually do on one of the nights of Hanukkah. It has paint and a paintbrush, and I think the kids would have loads of fun. All of these prices are really, they're just all well priced, as you can see by all of the stickers on it. Definitely something that you can do on a budget. I still have a few items in the garage, and I'll show you how I decorate the whole house. Hi everyone, I wanted to quickly introduce myself. My name is Sonya from Sonya's Prep, and I hope that you'll really love this video. It's a get it all done for Hanukkah, where I'll show you my shopping haul, how we decorate the house for Hanukkah, how I make different donut recipes and Sufganiyot recipes. So hope you guys enjoy. If you enjoy watching these types of videos, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel below.
Chase the shadows with those bright lights. Keep the warmth up through the cold nights. Let the children play with gifts and dreidels. Share these moments with my loved ones. I can see the light reflecting in their eyes. Welcome to the first of nights. Celebrate a miracle. Ooh. This is how I feel inside. It's a light that carries on, and I will try to save the light. Don't forget to light the candles. Every night a new beginning, full of joy and filled with singing. There is food and wine around the table. Our home became our temple, celebrating that it's not too late to try. Welcome to the first of nights. Celebrate a miracle.
Hannah, look! This sticker's up in here.
This is how.
Time for the donuts. I'm so super excited about this recipe. I've been designing them in my head, how I'm going to decorate them. These are all the ingredients that we will be using. I'll have all of it listed in the description box. We have over here 2 whole eggs with 2 egg yolks. The egg whites we're going to leave over for the Swiss meringue that I'll show you how to do later on. I have a 1/4 cup of warm milk, 1 tablespoon of yeast, rapid rising yeast, 2 tablespoons of butter, is 4 tablespoons of sugar, and a pinch of salt. That pink is the salt. And we have 3 cups plus 2.5 tablespoons of bread flour over here. And everything comes together very, very quickly. Yeah, here's my helper. First we have the eggs. So we have 2 whole eggs and 2 egg yolks. Very good. Then we have the sugar with the salt. You want to drop that in?
Yeah.
Go ahead, pour that in. Ooh, good job. Then we have the yeast.
Don't hold with me.
Don't hold, okay. You got it? Oh wow, you're so strong. Look at that, you did it all by yourself. Great. And then we have warmed milk. We have a 1/4 cup of whole milk over here. Amazing. Now we're going to mix everything. Once the dough has been mixed and it looks like this, we're going to be adding in 2 tablespoons of butter. There we go. And we're going to let that go for 10 minutes, mixing until the dough is very, very soft and pliable. Our first recipe is here, all nice and bubbly. Looking great. I rolled out the dough on my counter to about 1/2 inch thickness, and then I used cookie cutters to make the donut shapes, but feel free to use any items like a cup or anything smaller than that to actually make the donut shape. I did leave a link to the ones that I'm using in the description box as well. I then place the donut shape onto a pre-cut parchment paper, and the reason I do that is not to deform the donut once it gets all nice and fluffy right before we're about to fry them up. I leave them like that, covered on my counter for about an hour or so until they're doubled or tripled in size. Okay, I'm just setting up my station over here. I have sugar in a bowl where I want to dip in my donuts into. Then I have parchment over here, not parchment. Then I have paper towel over here where I'm going to be removing my donuts and putting it over here. I do have a thermometer with my skillet, and I'm waiting for it to come to temperature to 160 degrees Celsius, or about 325 degrees Fahrenheit, I believe. And once we reach the temperature, then we will be dropping in the donuts.
Obstacles that we faced did ever slow us down. We knew we'd get here, went the extra mile in every race. We are duty bound. We push it right on through. I know you need it too. We have been working hard right from the very start.
So these are the Sufganiyot ones. Look at that gorgeous white ring, which tells us that we did everything perfectly with mixing the dough. It's gonna be delish.
Let's celebrate.
For the egg whites that we had left over from the donut recipe, we're going to be putting it into a double boiler with equal amounts of sugar. So I had 65 grams of egg whites, and I placed in 65 grams of regular white sugar, and I'm going to continuously mix it until the sugar is completely dissolved, which you can feel between 2 fingers, and if you feel no more granules, then it is ready. Then place the entire thing into my stand mixer and let that mix until it's cool to the touch. What you're basically making is marshmallow fluff. It is so delicious and so good. For the chocolate ganache, I'm going to be using these chocolate bars and mixing that with heavy cream. I don't really measure out the heavy cream. I just try to make sure to cover the chocolate with it.
Let's celebrate. Call it a day.
Now it's time for the fun stuff. We are going to be decorating our donuts. So I have my chocolate ganache here, taking my donut, dipping it halfway, shaking off the excess. Same thing over here. On Hanukkah, we have a tradition to eat tons of oily things, tons of things that have been fried in oil to commemorate the oil that lasted with the menorah during the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash. So these are the typical things that you would find many people do to commemorate that, making donuts, frying latkes, and cute different activities. What kind of activities do you do in your house? What are your traditions? Let me know in the comments down below. Although you're seeing me make some elaborate donut designs, it is obviously not a necessity, and I only started to do this about a year or two ago. This donut I dipped into a white chocolate ganache, and I had some crushed Oreos that I dipped the donut into. I topped it with my Swiss meringue over the top and added in an Oreo. This one is my all-time favorite. It's dulce de leche top donut, which I just love. It's my favorite. I could eat it all day. I topped that with a caramel wafer, Swiss meringue, and drizzled it with some chocolate. This was really cute. It's a s'more donut. I have some crushed graham crackers on top of a chocolate ganache with some toasted marshmallows on a little toothpick. This is the classic jelly donut that I filled the donut with, and of course confectioner sugar over the top. The gorgeous donuts are now all done. I'm gonna go through each one and tell you what's inside of it. So this is caramel filled with a chocolate ganache, graham cracker crumble on top with some roasted marshmallows. This is a Swiss meringue with a chocolate drizzle over the top, Nutella with Ferrero Rocher and a white ganache. This is a white chocolate donut dipped in white chocolate with Oreo crumble, Swiss meringue, and topped with Oreo. This is my favorite. It's dipped in caramel with a strudel. What is it called? a stroop, which is like a caramel wafer with a Swiss meringue topping, caramel and chocolate ganache over the top. This is chocolate ganache, white and dark, with Ferrero Rocher. This is the classic jelly donut, chocolate ganache with sprinkles, of course, for the kiddos, chocolate ganache with Toblerone. This is lemon meringue pie filling with Swiss meringue and a lemon slice over the top. And that is it. The Sphinx donuts have very basic staple ingredients that you already have in your home. So I have 1 packet here of rapid rising yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 2.5 cups of lukewarm water, and 4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to be using a Danish whisk to just mix everything, but you totally can just use a wooden spoon or your hands. So let's get this all together. To start off, I'll be placing in 1 cup of the lukewarm water from the 2.5 ones. So let's do that. 1, almost there. Okay, 1 cup is in here. Then I add in my 2.5 teaspoons of rapid rising yeast and my 2 teaspoons of sugar. I mix everything.
I want to do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I want to do it. Mama, bring the bowl to me. So like that. Now Aviva's turn.
Aviva's turn.
Then my turn after. I let you, because I'm ready, and if you look, I give it to Aviva.
I'll give you a mixed one, okay. Okay, now you can cover it with this cover and let that proof for 10 minutes until it all becomes nice and bubbly. While we're waiting for the the yeast to proof, Miriam's gonna combine the 1 teaspoon of salt with the flour. So add that all in, and then you could use a spoon to mix it all. Hello, you wanna be the video? Oh gosh, why don't you sit right there? You silly banana. Okay, so that's all good. Now that it's all proofed, we're gonna add in all of this flour. So Mary, you could just dump the entire thing in. Just throw it all inside. Yep. Good job.
Can I mix it?
Perfect. So now we have about 1.5 cups of water left. I'm gonna add half of it now. Miriam's gonna start to mix it, and we're gonna keep adding in the water as we go so that we don't overdo it. But this dough is supposed to be very, very like loose and fluffy and not supposed to be hard in any way. So I feel like it needs more water.
Do it fast.
So this is what you want your dough to look like, and as the gluten starts to develop, it will look even more better. It won't be this like messy looking. And I do have about 1/4 cup of water left here in the end. So we're just gonna keep holding it just to make sure that after I let it proof for an additional 30 minutes and mix it, that I don't need to add any more water to it. So a total of 2.25 cups of water was used for this recipe for now. Close it up and put a timer on for 30 minutes and let that proof. After about 30 minutes, the dough starts to look like this. I'm going to dip my hands into some water and do stretch and folds. Do you see what it looks like? It's just really, really, really soft and fluffy and yummy. And you just want the gluten to develop just a little bit more. So I'm just going to be mixing it up. No, don't touch. Nope, 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 nope. This is very, very sticky.
I got one.
Okay. And I'm gonna close it up for another 30 minutes to an hour, and then it should be ready. I'm heating up some avocado oil over there. Meanwhile, I'm setting up my station. I have some paper towels underneath a wire rack, and this is where the donuts will be draining. After they're all cool, I'm going to be sprinkling on some confectioner's sugar. You could also definitely dip them into sugar. That's another alternative. So I will show you just how I do it all. I have some water here. I'm going to be dipping my hands into it, getting about a nice handful of the dough, stretching it out, poking a hole in it, and dropping it into the hot oil. Now that they're all fried up, I'm going to be sprinkling them on with confectioner's sugar. I just think they are the most prettiest this way, instead of dipping them into actual sugar, but I've done both ways. You could also drizzle on some white and dark chocolate or Lotus Biscoff cream over the top. How gorgeous does that look?
For me, this is by far the easiest Hanukkah donut to make, and I actually have a whole dedicated video to them that I'll link down below for you, so you can check it out if you're interested. These sourdough donuts were definitely on my to-do list ever since I started making sourdough, and oh boy, am I so happy I made them.
Just made my sourdough dough for the donuts. I don't know if it's coming off on camera. It looks just gorgeous. Now it's going to have to proof overnight. I'm going to be putting it into the oven, covering it up, and taking care of it in the morning.
It's right before work. I'm in my coat and I'm about to head out, but I just woke up a little extra early to make the Sufganiyot balls. So I have them all laid out here, going to rise, and it's a very promising dough. I cannot wait for the final product.
I just got home and I've been frying up these sourdough donuts. Oh my, they look amazing. They're so super light, and I've been flipping them over. These are the ones that I've already fried up. I just dipped them into some sugar, and I'll be filling them. I cannot wait. They're like air, completely like air. The donuts are all fried up and dipped in sugar. I don't think I've ever been so excited. They are by far, I think, the best donuts that I have ever done. They're just the lightness of them. I keep saying it, but it's just true because I just can't wait to dive in. So I'm poking holes. Let me show you. Poking holes at the top to give me room to fill them, I should say. And we're gonna fill them up with jelly, dulce de leche, with cream cheese Oreo filling, and what else do we have? And Nutella.
And jelly.
And jelly.
And chocolate.
Oh boy, lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
I think we're cooking here.
Lots of good stuff.
First filling is this dulce de leche. Oh gosh, look at that goodness. Oh, guys, doesn't that look so good?
Yeah. It's epic.
Epic? Ooh, that's a fancy word right there.
So good. can't believe you made this.
I can't believe I made this also. Believe it or not, guys, I surprise myself all the time.
It's the best. Mama, I really want to do it.
You do?
Yeah. Oh, Mommy, if
No,
there's extra, can I eat the rest?
Oh, we are going to eat this. Trust me.
Can we eat all the donuts?
Mm-hmm.
Like every single donut.
Do you think our bellies would hurt a lot if we did
How about
that?
one side do different?
I think so too. You know what we're gonna do?
Let's take a different
Let's
one.
use this one. That's not as pretty.
Yeah.
The best part about making mistakes in the kitchen is that you can enjoy them all on your own.
Mommy,
Yeah.
imagine you went to the Dunkin' Donuts and you were a grown up,
Mm-hmm.
and you're able to take as many donuts you want.
Whoa, that's heaven. Okay, so I took a not so pretty one and I filled it with, of course, my favorite dulce de leche, and we're gonna eat it. Are you guys excited? I just have to show you it up close. Oh yeah. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, one second. Never mind. Wait. Okay.
Smaller one.
Oh.
No, bigger one.
How is it? How is it, Mishai?
Good.
Hileli, do you want donut?
This is very good. Yum.
Baruch atah Adonai Avinu melech haolam borei minei mizonot.
Amen. So good.
Isn't that the best donut you ever had?
It's heavy.
Oh my gosh, guys, you have to make it. And I didn't even record how I did the recipe, but I'll definitely leave it all in the comments so that you guys can make this on your own if you have a starter at home.
Yeah.
Like the best donuts I've ever had.
Yeah.
The best.
Mm-hmm.
Up next is Nutella filling. So let's go ahead and do that. And of course, a very generous Nutella.
Should we eat the...
Nutella, how do you guys say it? How do you pronounce it? Next one is the classic jelly donut. I have strawberry jelly here. I do not make it myself. A few people ask me if I make my own jelly. No way, there's not enough time in the world. I don't even know how to do that. For the final filling, I have an Oreo cream filling, I guess. I used cream cheese. I diluted it with a little bit of heavy cream. I blended all of that up with some confectioner's sugar and crushed up Oreos. And it's absolutely delicious. As for the best part now, we are going to be decorating. Actually, I want the caramel to be seen. So let's do it like that. Like. So for the caramel, I put this right over the top. For the Nutella, I have a Ferrero Rocher. For the jelly, I'm gonna sprinkle on some confectioner's sugar. And for the Oreo cream, of course, I'm gonna top it with I cannot contain my excitement. They really came out so delicious, so fluffy. The white ring that I always tell you is just a sign that we did such a great job with the mixing of the dough. And I wasn't sure with sourdough how it's going to work, but it's just utter perfection, and I'm so super excited.
I also wanted to include a clip of how I cut my sourdough in a Hanukkah themed inspired way. I thought it was really cute, and hopefully you'll get some ideas for scoring your own bread. May this Chanukah bring forth light that will chase away any darkness. May it bring forth happiness and goodness in your lives. Happy prepping and happy Chanukah from my family to yours. I hope that if you enjoyed this video, you'll give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this.